Lady Soul, we live in life. Quan.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. You're tuning into an episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show live. What's good, everybody? Oh my gosh. I ain't gonna lie. This is one of those just weird mornings where it's like, this really is a Wednesday. Like a Wednesday. You know, we're going to talk about the state of the Ravens. We're going to talk a little bit about the Hall of Fame. Talk a little NBA because of this James Harden news. I'm going to be real, I'm not a James Harden fan, so it is kind of what it is. Let me say good morning to everybody first before we even get started, though. First in the building, King Blaze. Yo, what up, my guy? Morning, Dr. Kush. Good morning to you. Stacy, always a pleasure. Glad to have you. Ashley Royalty, good morning to you. Glad to have you here. Baltimore Barry, what up? You already know what it is. Let's get it. Thanks for being here. Let's see who else. Coach, what up? Sip the Tally. If y'all know what that is, that's Coach from Sip the Tally Films. Please remember to like, subscribe, that notification bell for him. Go over there if you like breakdowns. Especially, I know he's gonna have a whole bunch of upcoming content on draft prospects for the ones we need, especially like O-line, stuff like that. I know he's going to be doing that. Catch him, please. All right, guys? And also, we go live on Mondays on his channel. We will be back this Monday coming up after the Super Bowl. We will be discussing the Super Bowl after. Okay, guys? Who else? Professor Walkdown, good morning. World Class 9, good morning. Jared, good morning. Listen, man, I'm not going to lie to you. I never was a fan of James Harden, ever. Because I believe that James Harden was a good basketball player. But because of the foul baiting, the ridiculous whistle that he had, and the allowing to take 5 steps backward to launch a three. I mean, he had James Harden might have the greenest green light in NBA history. That's how crazy it is. Like, the green light he had to just go out there and do whatever you want is crazy. Allen Iverson, the only person that can come close to him is Kobe Bryant. I know there was green light for like Allen Iverson and other players like that, but not like this. No, not like this. Not even close. So I was never a Harden guy. Yeah, he gets traded you know what I'm saying? Harden is one of those players, because of the way the league is, he can average 20 and 10 if you give him the ball. He'll give you 20 points, 10 assists. That's the way the NBA is now, because people take so many threes, volume shooting and stuff like that, and a lot of times it's faster up and down the court, a lot of fouls on jump shots, ticky-tack fouls. Yeah, guys can get their numbers a lot easier these days. I'm trying to tell you that that's just the way it is. I want you to understand something. Kevin Durant could play in the NBA for another 8 or 9 years. Real talk. I'm not even joking. I'm not being like over like, oh, you're just saying that. No. Kevin Durant can play in the NBA for another 8, 9 years and average about 24 to 26 points during that span. Y'all got to understand that it's not as physical as it used to be. So guys are having even longer longevity. And if you could shoot, you're tall, get your shot off. I mean, come on now. The physical strain that was placed on the body in the 90s, the 80s, even the early 2000s, it's not there no more. You used to hear reports where when guys would go up against Shaq, you'd have to ice their whole body. Like, they'd have ice packs over their entire body because they're bruised, like literal bruising all throughout their body. So, I'm not big on James Harden ever. And the funny thing is, the whistle he got, and y'all know what I'm talking about, every time he take a step back, foul, fade away, foul. He drive, he'll hook you, and you'll go like this. He'll place his arm and pull you down, foul. Every time James Harden was playing. That's what it was. And guess who got that whistle now? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA. So, yeah, bro, I don't like none of them. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. My guys I like, at least before they got older, I liked Russ. Russ gave you everything he got. I love that. Giannis is just a freaking nature. Who else do I like from this? I like Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell's nice. I like Donovan Mitchell. He is nice. Donovan Mitchell, to me, the problem with him is he's not in attack mode all the time. And I like Kyrie. I mean, there's no way for you. If you're a guard, you ever played guard, you're like Kyrie. I like Kyrie. Yeah, those will be the four. SGA is a bucket. No, SGA is a foul. That's what that is. Like, that junk is ridiculous of what he be getting. He be grinning about it too. And what makes it even worse, let me tell you why it's funny when you're watching them play, right? You can't touch them, but the Thunder can sure as heck touch you. Oh, they can touch you. Lou Dort and them, they can touch you. They can grab you. You'll watch them smack you in the face, grab you, like grabbing your jersey. Straight football. And the referees will look at you and be like, I'll play through that. This man Shy, you'll be perfect D on him, pause. And he'll just go, looking like Prince. Sounding like Prince. Foul. He falls down, foul. He'll trip you, foul. I've watched him go to the game and go, he do it like that's what he's trying, and you'll go into the shake, you'll go, move. He'll wind it up and it hits you, and then you're looking at the referee like, let that go, man. It's all right. You good, bro. Nah, bro. Nah. No. Check is ridiculous. None of them would get a shot off if they were guarded like Steph is guarded. Steph isn't even guarded how you could really guard somebody like, and Steph is guarded pretty crazy because a lot of what Steph is prevent. Like in the 90s, you'd see it a lot with Reggie Miller, but Reggie Miller to create a little space, he used to kick his leg out. I remember that when he used to be on the Pacers. So Steph gets a lot of eyes on because he's running screens, double, triple screens, backdoor cuts. You know what I'm saying? Rotating over to the weak side, splits. Like, he's doing all these things to get open. So, yeah, I get what you're saying there. But Steph doesn't, and even people that, Steph got the handle and everything. Steph don't got handle like a Kyrie or even like a Dame. I remember I used to like Dame too. Dame was good. The problem I had with Dame is like, I grew up in an era where you attack and you stay on the attack. A lot of these guys, they're not like attacking. They don't attack. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just don't. They'll take one game and go back. It's ridiculous. I never played football, Josh. 3-5, my brother did. I was a basketball player growing up. I taught Steph all, and he not guarded like that. Steph is nice. I don't care. And Steph is one of the few characters I believe he'd be okay in the 90s too. He could play in the 90s. Even though they beat him to you know what. He'd have some amazing seasons in the 90s. He would, because he could shoot from anywhere. The problem with Steph would have is what coach would allow him in the 90s to just jack threes from that far. Because back then, they're like, it was all high percentage shots. You're not just going to be out here shooting from the logo. The only person I've seen shooting from the logo with some consistency, like, oh, you've seen it more than once in a season, was Stephon Marbury. That is it. That full stop period. There's nobody else. Not even Kobe. Not even Kobe. Not even Kobe. Yo, you know you used to have a ill green light too? Steve Francis. Steve Francis had a crazy green light. Mike Coleman, good morning. God's favorite, good morning. ISO, good morning. Zelle, good morning. Please, guys, if y'all never already done so, please remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's free. And also, if you want to become a member, join the Patreon. And at the bottom of the screen, if you want to donate, because YouTube is taking off our button so you can do it that way, you have to do it through the Cash App. Okay, guys? Just making sure I remind everybody. I was the first to shoot from outside 3. Bro, I'm telling y'all, man, I look at James Harden and I just be like, ugh. Ugh. Like, I've never liked this game. Everyone's like, oh, the step back 3. That wasn't a step back 3. I call it the travel 3. Everyone's like, oh, he's the first person. When we were growing up, we had everybody used to do a step back. You dribble back, and then you shoot. This guy is, you pick up your dribble, stop, then you take a side step. I watched this man take 4 steps backwards and shoot. And they're like, yeah. And everyone just, matter of fact, you know how bad it was? When he was doing the step back, he was the only one allowed in the league to do it. Well, I've watched games like before the league said, no, it's allowed now. When Steph would try, he'd be like, and do another one, travel. LeBron tried, travel. KD tried, travel. Kyrie tried, travel. So that's what I'm trying to say. So we already knew what it was. It's just that they changed the rules to make it even crazier. And they're like, oh, that's because that's a gather step. I'm like, bro, if y'all know what a gather step is, bro, don't talk to me about gather steps. Because y'all really don't know what a gather step is. Like, y'all people say, oh, that's not a travel. I watched this one dude pick up the ball, spin, hop one leg, go like this, pull off the bow wow, right? And then take 2 steps and then jump up and go like this and be like, by the rules, NBA rules, that's legal. And you have people defending it. They're like, yeah, that is legal, bro. That's legal. So people don't even know what the rules are, bro. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, the NBA has become such a bad product to watch. And I'm not going to lie to you. You know, all the threes that Steph takes, he's changed the league because everyone's saying, well, 3's more than 2. And statistically, if you want to say, if you take X amount of 3s, you're always going to have more points if you take X amount of 2s because it's a third more. It's 33% more. 33.3% more than the shot. Even if you're shooting at if you're taking all 3s and you're shooting it at like 33%, you'd have to hit 2s at like 60, 70% to equate to the 3s that you're making. So yeah, the NBA is, it's just hard to watch these days. It really is. I don't really watch it, but I've never been a fan of James Harden. Ever. I think, he's a good player, cool. But to just be a fan of him, nah. So, I mean, I don't see how he's going to help the team he's going to, but whatever. It is kind of what it is. LA Clippers, as long as Kawhi is doing foolish, they're never going to win a title. They should just get everybody out and restart if I'm the LA Clippers, I'm trading everybody. I'm trading Kawhi, all of them. And I'm going through the draft. I'm building it through the draft. Real talk. That's why if I'm the LA Clippers, I'm GM. That's exactly how I'm doing it. Because keeping these guys that are always hurt or can't play together or have these massive contracts and I'm not even getting out 40% from them, nah, bro, bye. And that's being real. Nitro is getting to the AFC Championship game next season, a win for us. Just like Ashley Royalty said, no. We got to win. Jared said Nitro Josh Allen called it first things first, and Nick Wright and him were joking around like brothers. He's turned on Josh. Haha, he loves him now. Oh, yeah. I seen that. Happy for Josh, He's doing a media tour. It is what it is. That wasn't the only channel he was on. He was on like 2 other channels too. He went on multiple platforms yesterday. So I look at that and I say it is kind of what it is. You want a narrative, he's pushing a certain narrative, and he went on multiple platforms to push that narrative. So yeah. I like Ant. I like Anthony Edwards. Off the court, I'm not a fan of him, but on the court, I like Anthony Edwards. He nice. He real nice. John Moran is just, what a waste. John Moran could have been something special, boy. Something special. Ain't nice. But all right, pivoting back to the NFL, right, guys? So yesterday we were talking about the Hall of Fame, right? And we were talking about Julio Jones, Calvin Johnson, Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens, Randy Moss, a lot of guys. I have a question for you guys. I want a real question for you guys. Now, Raven fans, this might be one of the most hated wide receivers for Raven fans in Ravens history. I don't think that there's a more hated wide receiver than the man I'm about to show you. And statistically, I'm going to ask you, what he's achieved in this league, do you think, mind you, I've never seen a more hated wide receiver by Raven fans than this man. And rightfully so. I didn't like him either. But do you think with what he's accomplished, he should be in the Hall of Fame too? And I'm asking you this right now. The name of the player is Hines Ward. Now, I went and got this, right? Because I always overthink things or go over what I'm thinking and just ask myself certain questions. And this guy played in 14 seasons, 217 games. He has 1,000 catches, 12,000 yards, 85 touchdowns, made it to the Pro Bowl 4 times. He was an All-Pro 3 times. He got 2 Super Bowls under his belt, and he was a Super Bowl MVP. And he had to create rules because of the crackback stuff like that he used to do. Do you think Hines Ward should be a Hall of Famer? I need to know, guys. I need to know. I've never seen... I hated that smiley face bastard. Yo, Hall of Fame, easy. I was easy, okay. Listen, I remember we were going through the stats, and then I stumbled upon. I said, they want to make Julian Edelman a Hall of Famer, and they're talking about making him a Hall of Famer because he got a Super Bowl MVP. And I'm like, this man got 4 Pro Bowls, 3 All-Pros, 2 championships. So he got 1 on each middle finger, and then he got a Super Bowl MVP on top of it with 12,000 yards and 85 touchdowns. Like, I don't know, and 1,000 catches. I don't know how you look at that and say he's not, but he's not even on the ballot anymore pretty much. Since 2002, 2022, he hasn't even been on the ballot. Yeah, and mind you, am I wrong? I said the most hated wide receiver for Ravens was Hines Ward. Am I wrong on that? This man is sadly he should be Hall of Famer. Oh my! Lindo Bowling said, "Hell yeah, put him in." Put him in. Listen, I'm fair that way. Even though I don't like him, but I asked that to see what you guys are gonna say, because he's a hated player. Because Baltimore Ravens fans hate him. We despise him, but he belongs in the Hall of Fame. Yup, I agree. I have always said it best. I can't let my hate supersede great facts. Talk that talk. See, this is why I keep saying this. I don't gotta like you to do the right thing. I don't gotta like you to respect you. See what I'm saying? And that's being real. No, you're not wrong. Most hated, that's pretty accurate. Him and Perry, man. Yeah, I didn't like Perry. I hated Perry. Oh, what a waste. Yeah, his resume's crazy. Like, man, I was even thinking about it. Like, Julio's resume, when it goes up against Hines, it's like Julio had bigger seasons. Like 18, but Hines never had the amount of targets that some of these guys have had. I think the most targets he ever had was like 120. Like ever. Most of the time when he got targeted, it was in the 90s. and stuff like that. Those were targets, not catches. I disagree, not because of hate. He just wasn't a game breaker like that to me. Well, once again, like I said, 3-time All-Pro, 4-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl MVP. This is when I got to start asking people, what are your, what's the criteria for the Hall of Fame then? You can't, Hines Ward is one of the few players, as dirty as he is that you can't tell the story of the NFL without him. You can't. You cannot tell, oh my God, SWF with a $10 donation. Yes! For when are you dropping your mock draft picks? Oh, bro. Okay. I'm probably going to do the mock draft picks in a couple weeks. Give me a couple weeks and I'm going to have it out there. Because I got to go through, like I know a lot of people have been doing mock drafts. Give me a couple weeks, I'm going to have my mock draft out there. I'm going to go through it all. Don't worry, I got you. But shout out to you, man. Best Nation donation. Thank you so much for, for supporting, man. It's a tough time right now and I'm trying to get through it. Everything is literally coming from you guys' donations. I'm letting you know right now. If you become a member or you're doing donating, or if you buy, merchandise, that's the only way that this channel is making money. That, mind you, both channels through memberships, YouTube partnership, the whole thing has been cut off from YouTube. So yeah, Steve Smith's easy easy. What? Steve Smith, bro, is a Triple Crown winner. Bro, stop it, bro. He easily a Hall of Famer. I love Steve Smith. Steve Smith Sr. and Andre Johnson are two of my favorite wide receivers of all time. Of all time. If you watched prime Steve Smith, you know that there wasn't a bigger dog in the game probably ever. In the NFL, ever. If you wanted someone that just was like, I'm a dog. That was him. Hines should be in all. This is what I'm saying, bro. I don't see why, people. Listen, I get everyone's opinionated, but with that resume, Hines got to be. Oh! Dr. Kush with a $10 donation. Yes! That brother said, stay up, Nitro. Stay up. Thank you so much for that Best Nation donation. I'm trying, bro. I'm fighting. That's what it is, man. When you want greatness, it never says it's going to be easy. So, you know what? I've talked to you guys. You know what I want to accomplish. And I'm going to keep working until I accomplish it. But like I said, the channel and everything is going to be diversified on Twitch and everything else also. I'm going to use some of the money that I'm going to get very soon to get another screen. And then I'll have another screen to put on and run this and get another miniature computer and get off the one that I'm on, something more powerful, so I can stream through multiple stuff without it glitching. But yeah, Steve Smith Sr. Oh, let me go through his stats real quick. Because Steve Smith Sr. is another one, bro. Bro. When you start going through his stats, two-time All-Pro, 2005 Comeback Player of the Year, 5-time Pro Bowler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 seasons of 1,000 yards or more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons of 11. No, it's more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons of 1,100 yards or more. 3 seasons with 1,300 yards or more. 2 seasons with 1,400 yards or more. And he has a season where he led the Triple Crown, where he led him in receptions, yards, and touchdowns. So yeah. And that's not even including what he did on special teams. So yeah, I'm easily Hall of Famer. Easy Hall of Famer. Easily Hall of Famer. I don't see how he's not. Steve had Jake Malone bump. Yeah, facts. He had Jake Malone throwing on the ball. Easily Hall of Famer. That's another reason why I tell everybody with Andre Johnson. And I remember I got into this argument with somebody. I'm like, Andre Johnson easily, and they didn't even use him in the red zone. 6'3", could jump out the world, and a route technician. He had no weaknesses to his game, and you don't target him in the end zone. Like, bro, like I'm telling y'all, man, sometimes it's the coaches and stuff that hold back players. Hold back players crazy. Did Steve ever have 1,000 yards with the Ravens? Hold on. Something's off. This is off. That's Pro Football Reference that I got that from. That got to be off. It has to be off. He played more than one season for the Ravens. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Yeah, I catch things. I ain't about those games. Let me go look this up real quick. Yeah, the Pro Football Reference doesn't have his last 2 seasons in Baltimore. That's crazy. And he would have had another 1,000-yard season the second when he had just tore his Achilles. And he, you know what I'm saying? Because he had 73, what did he have? 73 targets on 46 catches for 670 yards, 14 a pop and 3 touchdowns. He would have had 1,000 yards that season too. He only played 7 games. He played 7 games. He would have had 1,000 yards that season too. Zico Kage, what up, what up, what up? Yeah, it was 1,065. And 6 touchdowns. So, yeah. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. Should be 9 because that 982 one, they sat him the last game before so he couldn't get 1,000. So, he almost had 9 seasons of 1,000 yards or more. 14,000 yards for a career, 81 touchdowns, 1,031 catches. Easy Hall of Famer, bro. Easy. Easy. And that's not including, like I said, what was he, a 2-time All-Pro? 2-time All-Pro, throw, 5-time Pro Bowler, and he was a Triple Crown winner too. Come on now, bro. Easy. Easy money. That's what I keep trying to tell people, bro. What did ISO say? Y'all seen that video Bobby posted letting the person he was interviewed talk ish about Lamar? He was letting it slide, not surprised. I don't watch, like I hope the best for them guys, but I don't watch their channel, so I don't know. I don't know. Good luck to them, though, but I don't watch their stuff, so. Hey. So I don't know. Bobby channel he posted like 3 hours ago. Bro, listen, I was going to make a video about that. You saw that people was like, oh, this one guy went viral was semi-viral on Twitter, and he was pretty much saying, oh, Lamar better be at OTAs this year, and I don't want you to know excuse and everything else. And I'm like, bro, what? Super Bowl night in, and he out there already complaining and saying stuff about Lamar. I'm like, bro, and he a full-on Raven fan. Bro said Okage correctly. You be watching anime, don't you, Nitro? You know I do. Come on now, man. Yeah. I be on the anime. I'm pretty good at it. Yu Yu Hakusho is one of my favorites of all time. You know DBZ. I watch DBZ, GT. I didn't like Super like that, but whatever. I didn't like Naruto like that. I really didn't. Sasuke, I wanted to punch Sasuke in the face. I couldn't stand Sasuke. I hated everything about Sasuke. I really did. Idiot. Love Parasite. Listen, top 3 go. Oh, Yu Yu Hakusho's in my top 3. Has to be. Yu Yu Hakusho has to be in my top 3. Has to be. Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z. What would be my 3rd? I love the Black Clover, but no, Black Clover can't be up there. There's some real good ones too. It's almost like you gotta give love to Gundam. You gotta give love to Sailor Moon. You gotta give love to Zoids. I like Zoids. I remember the big old 2, Tenchi, What's another one? What's my third? I'm going by rewatchability because I've rewatched Dragon Ball Z mad times. And same thing with Yu Hakusho. I've rewatched it mad times. Yu Hakusho is a masterpiece. This is tough. This one's tough. Now, I didn't like Bleach like that. I wasn't big on Bleach. What would be my third? Top three. This is hard. Oh, you can keep One Piece. Oh, I can't stand One Piece. Oh, you can keep that. I hate One Piece. I can at least watch Bleach. I can at least watch Naruto. But One Piece, you can keep all the pieces you want. Keep all those pieces. Get out of here. Oh my God. You know what I'm gonna give it to? I'm gonna give it to oh my God. What's it called? Man, oh my God, it's on the tip of my tongue. I'd give that my third because the animation was absolutely amazing. And I love that. What's it called? Oh my God, I can't remember it. I know, and I love the song too. Brave shine, and I love gets in the love, you sing, oh my God, I love that one. I watched that one a couple times over too. Fate Stay Night. That'd be my third. Fate Stay Night. Yeah. The animation in that is the best animation ever. I like One Punch Man. The first, nothing equates to the first season of it, but I like One Punch Man. But Death Note is good too. Bro, I've tried to watch One Piece and fell asleep in it multiple times. I mean, huh? Straight up, bro. Good morning, Brandon Tillman. Good morning. Cowboy Bebop was good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, man. So yeah, Fate Stay. I love Fate Stay Night. I loved Fate Stay Night. Fate Stay Night. The first 3 seasons. Oh my, masterpiece. You can't show me. Attack on Titan was really good. It was really, really good. I like Attack on Titan. You can't show me a better animated anime than Fate Stay Night. You can't. Ashley said she hasn't finished One Piece. I can't watch it. I tried to get through it, and every time I fall asleep, I'm like, it's so boring. Like, and if someone told me I had to get through the first 200 something episodes, then it really ramps up. I'm like, bro, are you serious? I gotta watch 300, it was 200 episodes I gotta get through before it gets good. I'm like, what? So I didn't even try no more. I tried to watch it 3 times, and I fell asleep every time. I have not watched Demon Slayer yet. And I have not watched Solo Leveling yet. I haven't watched none of them. Solo Leveling, I'm letting that marinate. Regular Ragnarok was good. The Netflix, yo, you want a fire American style anime? Castlevania. Masterpiece. Argue with your mama. Don't argue with me. Masterpiece. Castlevania. Oh my God, that was amazing. From beginning to end, it was amazing. From beginning to end, amazing. Because, man, I never watched Dan. I never watched that one. Hunter x Hunter I've watched is good. Hunter x Hunter is fire. I gotta rewatch Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is good. I like that scene, bro. Oh, if y'all have never watched, if you need something to watch, If you want, like, if you say, yo, you are going to go sit down with some popcorn in your house, you got a free night where you got about 3 hours to watch something, go watch Castlevania. I promise you. I don't even care if you're not an anime person. You will be thoroughly impressed with what you're seeing. Amazing. That Dracula deserved, all the people deserved what he gave to them. And the first two seasons of I don't know why my brain's not working this morning. The Sins. What's that one with the Sins? With Meliodas in them. I forgot the name of it. The first 2 or 3 seasons, that was fire too. Fire. And then the animation, everything dropped off. And I'm like, yo, how y'all do it to this one? That was such a good one. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh my God. Oh my God. What's it called again? Something Sins. That was where Meliodas and Bond, the 7 Deadly Sins. The first 2 or 3 seasons, that was fire. But then they messed it up. And I'm like, why would y'all do this? Like, why? I wasn't big on Full Metal Alchemist. I wasn't big on Full Metal. 7 Deadly Sins was fire. Fire. The first two seasons, beautiful. Black Clover is fire. I love Asta. Asta be going hammer. Like, hammer. They put me in the mix. Yeah, in fact, he was super justified. Hajime. Yeah. Oh. That one's fire too. With the guns, and he got white hair, fire. Love all seasons fire. Do you read manga? I read manga since I was a kid. I just watched the animes. You know which one I really love? Campfire Cooking. Love that one too. That's a little guilty pleasure. I love Campfire Cooking. I love that one. I love Sui. I wish I had Sui. That's the one character out of all this I wish I had. I wish I had Sui. I don't think he belonged in the hall. He got stats, but he wasn't dominant. Like Stafford and Josh Allen, they get stats, but not dominate. A Hall of Fame supposed to be dominant. I mean, you're talking about Hines Ward. Hines Ward had rules made because of him. He's a 3-time All-Pro. 4-time Pro Bowler. Super Bowl MVP. Like, not everybody's going to be Jerry Rice, but that's a Hall of Fame resume. I love Campfire Cooking, man. Love Campfire Cooking. That's one of my things, man. The first season was so fun. You know what? Do you know what anime they pissed me off? The first season was, perfection. Shield Hero. The first season was absolute perfection. And I don't know what they were drinking, smoking, or snorting, or injecting, but they ruined the rest of the anime. And I'm like, yo, season 2 and 3, I'm like, bro, are y'all, like, who did this? Y'all did this on purpose. Oh my God, that one pissed me off. I was so mad. I rewatched the first season of Shield Hero probably like 7 times, give or take. The first season of Shield Hero was amazing. Yeah, bro, I don't like, you make a first season, you can't get a better first season than the Shield Hero. It touched you emotionally, the action, the storyline, the plot, the characters, and the animation was all perfect. And then they just be like, yeah, I don't want to do that no more. Oh my God, bro. I was ready to throw hands. I have not watched Demon Slayer. I told you that before. And because of I don't feel proper watching Jujutsu Kaisen or whatever it's called. Just all the demon stuff, I don't feel right watching it like that. It bothers me. Spiritually, it bothers me. So I won't watch that. Jujutsu Kaisen or whatever you call it. I haven't watched that. I won't watch that one either. I won't watch that one. But all the other ones, I just haven't gotten a chance to watch Demon Slayer. If Lamar played in the 70s and they actually let him play, how many bowls? 5 at minimum. Because the only way to try to stop Lamar in the 70s is try to hurt him. That's what they would be like, yo, we can't stop him. We got to hurt him. They be hitting like late hits, grabbing his face mask, pile driving. You remember when they tried to do the Ben Roethlisberger and put him into the ground? Like, they be trying to do stuff like that to stop him. There's no stopping him. None. That resume is respectable. I wanted to smack that smile on his face every time we play. Facts. Don't worry. That's why I said the most hated by Raven fans. I like the fights and the guys, and so I watch those fight back. Nah, it bothers my spirit trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? All that devil. I'm like, you can keep it. Like, nah. I don't feel right watching it. Oh, you know what's a good one, too? What was that one with, what was his name? Moji or Pochi or Gopi or some Kings. Some Kings, or that was the first season that was really good. Something of Kings. I don't know if y'all know the one. The animation was like a kid's show, but it was super graphic and crazy. That was the first season. That one was amazing too. Yo, Brian, Giant. I already heard all the complaining from Giant fans. They're like, yo, is he serious? Yup. If what's his name would have left us, we would have ended up with who they got now as their offensive coordinator. Straight, that's how he is. With Zach Orr as our defensive coordinator. Nasty work. They're already complaining. They can't believe it. Yeah, he should definitely be in the Hall of Fame. Steve Smith Sr. is one of the greatest players ever put on a helmet. Easily. Will Tom Brady making a ranking of kings? Yes! Sally, fight. First season, fire. Love that one. If y'all never got a chance to watch that, go watch the first season of that. Fire. Sometimes animes are just good for one. That was one of the ones that I watched that I was good with just one season. It was fire. Ranking the Kings was fire. Nitro, my favorite behind Dragon Ball was Initial D. What? Pause. I've never watched. Is that an anime? I've never watched that. Inuyasha. I watched Inuyasha. I wasn't big on that. I wasn't big on Inuyasha. I wasn't big on it though. Like growing up, if I had to like animes that I was actually watching, yeah, DBZ, The Big O, Zoid. I used to love Zoids. A little bit of Gundam. I didn't like watching Pokemon. I thought Pokemon was boring to watch. I just like playing the video games and the card game. But the cartoon to me was boring. The movie was okay though. The couple movies that they had was okay. And Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh, it's a racing anime. Okay. You gotta let me know, bro. I was like, initial what? Oh. Yo, he said Lamar overrated. Who? Nitro is wrong. Bro, look, the guy that had 20, that's all he had 20 tackles. Talking about a 2-time MVP, 3-time first team All-Pro quarterback is overrated, bro. That's why I believe, like, that's why I'm saying why those guys, I don't take them seriously. Because it's like, bro, they're idiots. Bro, Genkai, bro. Who's your favorite people? Genkai and Hiei are my 2 favorite. Even though you know I love Yusuke. Those are my 2 favorite, bro. I used to love you. Dragon of the Darkness Flame. Scorching dudes, bro. I've never watched Initial D, bro. I never have. I'll look it up. I never watched it. I got to check it out. I'll check it out. Initial D. Okay. And I've watched a lot of animes. Like, I've watched a lot of smaller animes that didn't really turn into stuff. I don't really jump on animes that everyone does, like Fire Force and all them other ones that everyone jumped on. I wasn't big on jumping on like the new popular ones. The only new popular one I jumped on that I really liked was Black Clover. I really liked that one. I thought that one was good. I watched Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, and them. I watched a lot of them, bro. So I even watched Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon used to come on when we were kids. Like, and I was like 9. It used to come on before school, and during summer, it was the only thing on television before the Fortune 100, whatever would come on. Fortune 100 would come on the channels. Shoot, I know that whole song. We just say, dun, 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 fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight. Never running from a real fight. She is the one named Sailor Moon. She will never turn her back on her friends. She is always there to defend. She is the one that we can depend. She is the one named Sailor. Sailor Venus. Sailor Mercury. Sailor Mars. Sailor Jupiter. See the time with the used to her. She is the one named Sailor Moon. She is the one named Sailor Moon. She is the one Sailor Moon. Oh, I get it, bro. I killed it, bro. That's the only reason. Asmodeus facts. That's the only reason why he's relevant. The only reason why. It's the only reason why he's relevant. I can't stand Nacho, bro. He's annoying. I cannot like you and still respect. Like, I don't even respect the dude. Like, I be like, bro, who is this man, bro? Like, who is you? Like, stop. Like, bro, people don't give Sailor Moon the respect that she needs. Sailor Moon was one of the biggest animes of all time. It just doesn't get the respect because it was like female driven, but it's one of the biggest animes of all time. If you know animes, you know that Sailor Moon is one of the biggest animes of all time. It just is. It just is. And I'm not gonna lie, Blue Exorcist, I never watched it like that. I know what it is though. As Modi said, if you ignore him, you will go away. I hope people start ignoring him, bro. He is so annoying. Like, but he just be sick. He says anything. Like, stuff that he doesn't even believe. He'll just say it just to get you riled up. I can't respect that. That was my show. Facts. Being real. Nitro is Audrey just being stupid on purpose this offseason. Yes, that's what he does. That's what he does. I love Black Clover. Oh, and My Hero Academia is another really good one. At first, I was like, Deku cries too much. But after the first 2 episodes, I'm like, yo, this is fire. My Hero Academia, bro, those All Might fights, bro, when he had to go up to all for one, bro. And he's like, Enoji. And then when his hand got small, and then he put everything he had into that punch, bro, I stood up like, you break his face, bro. And that man reached his hand out like this and grabbed that energy like this. Boom! Got big. And he said, bro, United States, smash! I was like, oh yeah, bro. Thanks! Cooking. Love My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia is so good because it's just not Deku. They give everybody a lot of screen time. It's not just like you're like, oh, you're watching something about Deku. You fall in love with the multitude of characters that are available. Like, you do. So yeah, My Hero Academia is another fire one. If you ever want to test your man, try Clanad. Okay. Kenny said, Nitro, how do you have so much energy? Bro, I don't know. Listen, I keep trying to tell y'all get the version of me that my family gets. The people that I used to work with never know I was like this. They never do. They're like, but you guys get the family version of me because I'm very untrusting. So what happens is like when I'm at work and stuff, when I'm on the street, I'm very like that. Like you can't, like even my voice changes. It's much more to a tenor. I go more like this. How you doing? Good afternoon. straight-faced. I don't play. You just get the kind of me that my family gets. Like my mother, my father, my sister, my brother, my daughter, stuff like that. The saddest anime of all time. Why would I want to watch the saddest anime? Yo, listen, some people really are like, it's like that one show that used to come on ABC with all that sad stuff that kept happening. I forgot what it's called. It used to come on ABC. And mad people would watch that show, and I'm like, why are y'all watching this show just to cry? Why? Oh my God, Snorkels would come in the AM to Nitro. Listen, I'm dead serious. Listen, eventually, when I start traveling and going live, when I go snorkeling and stuff, I'm gonna be live while I'm snorkeling with you guys. Yeah, then on occasion, you'll bring up the New York accent. Like when I'm it's when I'm talking with friends, it comes out. Like my boy, like Sean, like when I start talking to him, it'll just come out. Like it's good. Yo, bro, you see what happened over there? I was trying to tell them, you know what I'm saying, that they were doing foolishness, and I was like, I'm not even trying that. You see what I'm saying, son? Like that's it. My cousins, like people I grew up with, that's my accent. You're just getting the hyperactive me when I'm around my family. Real talk. This man said BET Uncut. Oh my gosh, bro. Y'all wildin'. MHA is nice though. I really like that one. I really do. I think they did a really good job on that so far. From everything from All Might, the storyline, the characters, the building up of support characters. I think MHA is one of the best built animes for characters probably of all time. You rarely see an anime that truly fleshes out the characters, like full character developments for everybody. Usually you get full, like one, maybe like the protagonist, you always get one, and then you get the guy that's like his rival. That's usually it. But that one is like, bro, like everybody. The drink is nice. You ever hit the Fisherman Village, Nitro? Yeah, that's in Punta Gorda. How close are you to me? You're like, yo. You said Fisherman Village? Fisherman Village, if you're talking about Punta Gorda, Fisherman Village, I remember going to Fisherman Village when I was a kid. I haven't been there in a while, though. But everybody knows what Fisherman Village is. I haven't been over there in a while, but of course I know where Fisherman Village is, man. Come on now. Don't do me dirty like that, man. Bro, if you know where Fisherman Village is, you're very close to me. Very close. That's crazy. Oh, Pine Island. Okay, so we're close. Yo, one day we'll meet up. One day we'll have to meet up. One day we'll meet up. There's a spot over there by Lashley's. If you know where Lashley's is, where the bridge, there's a place over there I usually go for ice cream and stuff like that. It's real nice. It's called Harbor Scoops. So you might know where that is. If you go to Lashley Park, next to the bridge, there's a place underneath it, under the crab place, where it's called Harbor Scoops. Amazing. Like, you can just look off into the water and everything. That's my little spot to get ice cream. And it's one of the few places that actually sell great red ice cream. If you know it's a Jamaican treat. And they actually make it how Jamaicans make it. So, yeah. So, definitely, if you ever, we might probably meet up one day. Why does Lamar need more than one ring when Rodgers has one and they say he top 5? Because they don't like Lamar. That's why. It's not just, I said this before, they write the story. They write the story. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's us writing it. They write the story. How generations will read about you, they're the ones writing it. That's another reason why Michael Jordan's legacy has lasted. Because he not only was amazing, he not only did all this stuff off with all the Hanes commercials, the hot dog commercials, and the and Gatorade commercials, and the Be Like Mike ad, and all that stuff like that, and the Jordan shoes, is because on top of being amazing box office and everything else, and being just a stone cold killer in crunch time and winning, the media did all of what he accomplished justice, and it allowed him to go through another era, 2 eras, and still be highly respected. Rum Raisins is another one, Iron 5, yeah. They love rum raisin. If you're Jamaican, you know the two top ice cream that anyone asks for is grape nut ice cream and rum raisin. I'm going to check it out, emojis. I'm going to check it out. All right, guys. Look. Had fun. But that's an episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you guys for watching. I know how we get down. Thank you guys for supporting. Thank you for being here. Please remember to like, subscribe. Before we end, right? We end with a little bit in the starter trivia or questions, certain stuff like that. Now, you know how I like to start a little bit of problems in the morning. You know how I like to cause a little mischief. It's built in. I can't help it. So, there's a question I was asked. If you could only choose 2 condiments, 2, and then have to erase all of the other ones, you only have 2, what 2 condiments are you going to live with eating for the rest of your life? Let me know.
3.
Let me know.
4.
Let me know.
6.
This man I always asked to wear Hanes because of Mike MJ. Hey, yo.
5. 1.
Ooh. Sometimes yeah.
Here we go. Check it out.
Woo! All right, let's get into it. Let's see what we got. King Blaze, I'm with you. Barbecue and ketchup. Stacey said ketchup and ranch. God Favorite said BBQ and mustard. Seriously? Baltimore Berry said mayo, ketchup. This Kenny said mayo and ketchup. Yo, Azarod said mayo and BBQ sauce. Roger L, that Flex Zone said ketchup, mustard. Iron Horse, BBQ and ketchup. Oh, thank you. That's mine, bro. That's, yo, me, you, and Blaze, we on this one today, bro. We team BBQ and ketchup, bro. Yo, see, Iron said ketchup and ranch. Ketchup and ranch isn't bad. Ketchup and ranch isn't bad. Hot sauce and ketchup, just like Royal's chicken boxes. All right, bro, I see. I can do without ketchup. You could do without ketchup? Oh! Ketchup is the most used condiment in the world. Like, you eat chicken, you dip chicken in ketchup, French fries with ketchup, like hot dogs with ketchup. Oh my God. I eat eggs in ketchup. Like, bro, how could I get rid of ketchup? I couldn't. The only one that I was kind of on the road with is because of BBQ sauce, because I like hot sauce. The problem is that barbecue sauce you need for barbecuing. So, and I can't go a whole lifetime without no more barbecuing. You feel me? So, so I can always make ketchup a little more spicy. I can make BBQ a little more spicy. So that's the only reason. But hot sauce. Man, that was a hard. That would be my, if I could pick 3, that'd be my 3rd. But mustard, never. I'm not putting mustard over mayo. I'm not putting mustard over ranch. No, I said no. I said no. Yo, do y'all remember that one song? Do y'all remember that one Indian song? Yo, eggs and ketchup on top of ramen. Hot sauce, my turn too. Yes, King said, let's go. Yes, that's what I'm talk about, King Blaze. Finally, we on the same page. Finally, that's my third. Hot sauce my third, bro. Hot sauce my third, bro. Mustard and BBQ is a great binder for dry rubs. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Mustard is to me. It's a lot of people use it for binding. So when you're doing a lot of dry, so they use it when they're doing a lot of dry stuff like that, dry rubs and everything on it. But yeah, I can definitely just use the barbecue sauce. I couldn't live my whole life. If I had to give all of them up, I'm sorry. Ketchup and barbecue sauce got to be there. Barbecue, I mean, hot sauce would be hard to give up, but I could just make the ketchup more spicy. Or, you know what I'm saying? Spice it up and then make it a little more watery and I'm good. I got hot sauce. Spicy mustard and fresh baked pretzels. I feel you, bro. I feel you. But yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, I've never been. I can eat mustard, but I'm not big. Like if I'm talking about the best of the best, mustard's not up there for me. Like hot sauce, mayo just mixes so well with everything else. Like that's the thing with mayo. Mayo mixes so well with so many other things. It's like the Robin to every other Batman. You know, ranch is good, but ranch ain't like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. But do y'all remember that one song from the Indian people? Do y'all remember that one song? It was like one of the biggest songs of like the 90s. I only use mustard for my crab cakes. Okay. Do y'all remember that one song? Oh, la, la. Oh, yeah. Return to the sun. Do y'all remember that song? Do y'all remember that song? Do you remember that song? It's not Gundam style.
Oh!
Yo, this man said Gundam style, bro. I can't with y'all. Y'all be, bro. This man said Gundam style. Y'all don't remember that song? You've heard it before, bro. It was one of the biggest songs out in the 90s. Everyone gonna say no, sir. See, yo, listen. Let me tell y'all a quick story before we close. That sound was stuck in my head for like a decade. And I kept telling my siblings, that's a song. What are y'all talking about? My brother and my sister used to be like, you're crazy. That's not a song. I'm like, that's a song. We used to listen to it on 4th of July when they were, can you remember when we were younger, we didn't have all the CD players. You put on the radio for 4th of July. And it used to come on all the time on the hit stations. You know what I'm talking about. When they play all the rocks and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? All the songs that you play when you're by the pool and stuff like that. I'm like, it keeps playing. How don't you remember that? My brother and sister tried to convince me for a decade that song did not, I was making it up, or I remember something weird from a movie or something, and I was wrong. And then one day, I found the song by accident. And I said, there it goes. And my brother just looked at me and said, it's real? Bro, that's one of the funniest days of my life. My brother and sister looked at me and said, it's real? Yo, y'all don't remember that song? And return to the sand. Oh, yo, oh, la, la, oh, la, la, oh, la. Oh, yeah. And return to the sun. Bro, tell me y'all playing with me, bro. Sound like an Arabian movie where they in sand. Yo, what is that, bro? Oh my God, y'all try me right now. Try me. If I probably bring it up. Oh my God. Oh my God, y'all try me right now. Oh my gosh. I forgot. Oh my God, I'm gonna find it again. All right, tomorrow. It's not called the Circle of Life. I'm gonna find it again tomorrow. Go on Google and do what I just did, and it'll come up. It'll come right up. You'll be like, I actually remember that song. I'm telling you remember that song, bro. You heard that, so there's no way you didn't. It was like top 10 in the charts for the United States. You know, back then, everybody listened to the radio. Like, it's not like now where barely anybody, you don't listen to the radio like when you're at work. No, it was on the radios like all the time. It's not Hakuna Matata. I know what Hakuna Matata is. It means no worries for the rest of your day. Hey, it's all problem free. Peace philosophy. Hakuna Matata.
Finish him, Daddy.